Hey guys, I felt like filming in my kitchen this morning, and I just really appreciate this arched doorway. And here's like a nice old, beautiful kitchen, living in a nice shared house with some other people, and it's gorgeous in Philadelphia. But I want to talk about the block that I am currently having, this block of manifesting money and so much stuff. I have so much stuff around money. It's unbelievable. I was born into this world with stuff around money. When I think back on it and I look at all these examples, I was hoarding money since I was 4 years old. Every dime I got from a birthday gift or a holiday gift, I put it into a little, I had this cool little plastic trash can. This teal trash can that I would put all my money in. And I remember I was 18, and I was a late bloomer when it came to being interested in women. So not until I was 18 did I actually start like trying to swoon and woo some girls that I liked. Well, a particular girl that I liked. And then I like, then I started opening up my trash can piggy bank, and I would like start spending it on women. But well, on this one girl who was my first love and first deep heartbreak. But that's a different story. But I just remember I was hoarding this money, and then I would never spend a dime. I was always so scared of not having any money. So much fear around money, so much fear around not having enough, so much fear around it depleting and disappearing and going away and never coming back. And it's very clear that this is very much an ancestral wound. Very much so. I was born into this life with scarcity, even though I was in a very fortunate family. I have upper middle class. My dad was making, decent money. My mom was able to be a stay-at-home mom, and very blessed for many reasons in that way. But and my dad would spend money. He wasn't, hoarding it. My sister would spend money like a crazy person. She was in, eventually when she became older, she was in debt and stuff, and she had to learn how to like control those, money spending urges. And then, and my mom also, she likes to buy things. It feels good for her to buy stuff, to have new things. And my dad would always say, he would get a bonus at work, and he'd buy me and my sister like a new laptop or something to help us with school. And because it just like you could, I remember looking into his face back then. It was like how proud and how good he felt being able to give nice things to his children. And I'm just like, I can't believe you're spending this money. How could you? That's like a 12-year-old. You should be saving this money, Dad. And but yeah, I was just hoard it. And he was like, what are you gonna do with it? We can't do anything with it when it's in the trash can. And what are you gonna do with that if you're not gonna live forever, and then that money's just gonna sit. If you die, that money just sits there and never got any use. And I was like, I don't care if as long as I have it when I'm alive. And it's like such a scarcity mindset. It's scary. And so anyway, I've been doing a lot. So it's a deep block for me, and it's like I can feel it churning now. It used to be just this giant stone, just man, I like just chipping at it with a chisel, and it's like this huge Mount Everest rock, and I'm just like barely pecking at it. I've been looking at this very slowly over the past 5 years. I started really making headway on my money limitation beliefs and money blocks and perceptions around money and what money is and what does it mean, and what does it mean to have money, and then money is just energy, and all these concepts that have started to help me shift my relationship with money. But I still have this huge block that I've been really pinpointed focused on for the past 6 months of just being able to like manifest money, to not have a problem making money. I feel it's like, I think one of the main blocks that I'm realizing just this week is that I feel like a bad person if I have money. I feel like a bad person. I'm like, oh, I never fully acknowledged or realized that. And now I have to, that's a big deal. I'm never going to have money if I feel like that makes me a bad person, because I want to be a good person. so, so that's a huge one. So that's, ooh, yes, very good. Good job, brain. Good job. You noticed this limitation and this block in your perception of money and making money. Um, and so I'm using something called the compassion keys and parts work, two different things. Teal Swan's teachings of how to do parts work. And compassion key is a creation by someone called Edward Mannix. I encourage you to look it up. It's one of the most powerful tools that I've ever learned or worked with or felt, and it really gets deep into the karmic layers of, how our life is resolving. And so it can clear, your subconscious belief, your conscious beliefs, your subconscious beliefs. It can go into the deeper layers of your karmic imprints. It can go into the ancestral healings very, very like naturally and with easy flow, and it's beautiful. And I'm just starting to get this money block and this version of like not feeling like it's going to disappear. This scarcity mindset is huge. Feeling like I'll run out. I'm just like, oh, I can't, I'm going to run out. And like this fear of, like I used to, every time I spent money, it would hurt. I would have a physical pain in my chest. Now I say that, I have to remember that. I can come back to that feeling at Compassion Key, and you come to that feeling, that pain, and then you go to the root of that pain, which may be in this life or another. And then you can give compassion to that version of yourself that, that trauma or that imprint still exists because it was never fully dealt with. It wasn't resolved. It wasn't dissolved in the moment that, that experience happened. And so then it stays with you. So that by giving love and compassion to yourself, you dissolve that old imprint. So I have to remember that pain and be able to go back to it. And so, yeah, I just wanted to bring up this little journey of mine, this really big money block situation. And I think it's going to be a focus for the next month on this channel. And so I hope you will join me on this, money manifestation journey. And hopefully together we can start removing the limiting beliefs that we hold around money and financial abundance. And we can remove the old traumas that we have stored up around money and financial abundance. And so let me finish by asking you to repeat a beautiful phrase after me. I deserve to be financially free and abundant. I deserve to be financially free and abundant. I deserve to be financially free and abundant. I deserve to have money flowing to me with ease just for being myself. I deserve to have money flowing to me with ease just for being myself. I deserve to have money flowing to me with ease just for being myself. All right, many blessings and lots of love out there. Namaste.